And welcome to Truthcast TV. Thank you for joining me. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. And, well, what the fuck do we got right here? Do they actually expect us to believe this bullshit that they're trying to feed us? The failing New York Times is reporting, Jeffrey Epstein's death. 2 guards slept through checks and falsified records. Huh? What? Now, don't this sound like some shady, salty ass fucking bullshit lie? Are you kidding me? I mean, they must think we are some of the stupidest people to ever walk the face of the earth. And I'm sure there, a lot of people out there are stupid fucking sheep that'll go along with anything. But I know me and my subscribers aren't. And that's what I do on this channel, is I expose the bullshit. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So, Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide, as everybody knows. But I'm sure about 90% of America, if not a higher percentage, 95% of America, knows that he really didn't commit suicide and that he was murdered. So he couldn't further do any more damage. So he couldn't spew all of them secrets. So he couldn't spew all of that dirt that he had on all of these elite, powerful higher-ups that he was doing business with on a regular basis. That's what really happened. I mean, let's just cut through the bullshit here. Let's just get down to brass tacks. I mean, some people will believe anything, but I won't. See, I can't stop the Illuminati. I can't stop the deep state. I can't stop the elite. I can't stop the 13 families that run the world. Like the Bilderbergs and like the Rockefellers and, like the Rothschilds and like the Morgans, and I digress. But anyway, I can expose them. And that's exactly what I plan on doing on my channel, Truthcast TV. So please, anybody who hasn't already, click that subscribe button and help my channel grow so I can cast the truth to as many people as possible, because YouTube and their strict rules, they are not recommending my videos. I'm getting no views because they're not recommending my videos. Nobody can see them. I'm not getting many subscribers. I've only had like 3 subscribers, 4 subscribers in like a month. I mean, they've totally shut me down, and but I'm going to keep going, because eventually I'm going to reach that 1,000 subscribers, and then after that I'm going to take off like a rocket. But thank you, much love to the subscribers that I do have right now, all 35 of you. Thank you very much for your support. Well, let's just read a little bit. 2 guards who were in jail unit with Jeffrey Epstein apparently killed himself, fell asleep, and failed to check on him for about 3 hours. Then falsified records to cover up their mistake, a law enforcement official and a prison official said on Tuesday. Sorry, I had to take a drink of my beer on that one. I mean, there's so much bullshit right here. It made my throat dry. Those are and this is the unit where he was being held at. I apologize for clicking on the picture, but that's the unit where he was being held at. And those disclosures came as 2 guards were placed on administrative leave, and a warden of the jail, the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan, was temporarily reassigned pending the outcome of the investigation into Mr. Epstein's death, the Justice Department announced. The 2 correctional officers in the special housing unit where Mr. Epstein was held, 9th South, falsely recorded in a log that had checked on the financier who was facing sex trafficking charges every 30 minutes, as was required, the officials said. Such false entries into an official log could constitute a federal crime. In fact, the guards had been asleep for some or all of the 3 hours, the official said. Now, do you think a prison of this size, 2 guards are going to be asleep for 3+ hours? Here's what I will bet you. Here's what I will guarantee you. That Jeffrey Epstein was the only man that did not get checked on every 30 minutes like he should have been that day in that correctional facility. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you the guards wasn't sleeping when it was time to check on Joe Blow, who murdered 4 fucking people. I guarantee you they wasn't sleeping when it was time to check on John Doe, who raped 15 women. I guarantee you that. But all of a sudden, when it's time to check on a man who could literally open Pandora's box, commit suicide. He wouldn't even have the balls to commit suicide. And it would take a lot of balls to commit suicide. It would take a lot of balls to kill yourself, I would think. Even though it's a disgusting act. And I totally condemn committing suicide and killing yourself and then leaving your family to grieve. You know, you take yourself out of this world and get rid of all your problems, but then you put all of that onto your mom and dad and sisters and brothers and your nieces and nephews or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. You see, so I think it's a real selfish act, but that's for another day. That's for another video for another day. I digress. Stuff. Let me continue reading. Those disclosures came as 2 guards. Okay, let's see, where was we at? The Attorney General William P. Barr Monday ordered the Justice Department Inspector General to look into how Mr. Epstein had managed to commit suicide while in custody and why he hadn't been taken off suicide watch 12 days earlier. We will get to the bottom of what happened, Mr. Barr said. Yeah, right. The warden, Layman N. Dye, will be transferred to a Bureau of Prisons office in Philadelphia while the FBI Justice Department Inspector General conduct inquiries. The Justice Department said in a statement that it might take additional punitive actions. The guard discovered Mr. Epstein, 66, dead in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center at 6:30 a.m. on Saturday, officials said. He had apparently hanged himself with a bed sheet, likely fastening to the sheet to the top of the bunk and pitching himself forward, law enforcement and prison officials said. And then bed sheets shouldn't even, they're designed not to even be strong enough for people to commit suicide. But I digress. Anyway, I mean, they're saying he, oh my God. Lord. Mr. Epstein had been waiting trial on charges. He had been sexually abusing scores of teenage girls at his mansions in Manhattan and Palm Beach, Florida. Yeah, and don't forget his pedophile island. He had apparently tried to commit suicide once before on July 23rd, shortly after he was denied bail, which resulted in him being placed on suicide watch. Prison officials familiar with the incident have said 6 days later, prison officials determined that he was no longer a threat to his own life and returned him to a cell in the 9th South Housing Unit with another inmate. Now, here's where it gets really, really fucking shady. Officials said that inmate was later transferred out of the cell, leaving Mr. Epstein alone on Friday night, which would be the night that he committed suicide, or the morning after, or the next morning. Though it is standard practice to house people who have recently been taken off suicide watch with another person, the prison did not replace Mr. Epstein's cellmate, which they do every time. It's protocol. But in this case, in this instance, they didn't replace his cellmate. So that way there could be nobody around to see the men run up in his cell and choke the life out of that pedophile, Satan worshiping piece of shit. That's what really happened. That's what really happened. The elite, the Illuminati, the deep state, call them what you want. They sent their peoples in there and they silenced them for good. There will be no further damage done to these piece of shit satanic worshiping pedophiles, these big globalist bankers, these Hollywood actors and actresses, and these aristocrats and these politicians and all these people that worship Satan and traffic in underage girls and boys to have sex with. They deserve to die. Well, no, they deserve to suffer. Dying would be, you know, like Jeffrey Epstein, you know. Dying's too easy. I wanted that son of a bitch to suffer. And I would bet my ass that he would have rather suffered than to kill himself too. Guarantee you that. He wouldn't have the balls to kill himself. That motherfucker would want to live way before he would want to kill himself. So, anyway, I digress. Y'all let me know in the comment section below how y'all feel. Did Jeffrey Epstein commit suicide? Or is there some shady shit going on and was he murdered so he couldn't do any further damage to the higher ups that he did business with on a regular basis. Y'all let me know. And thank you to my subscribers. Much love from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't already, tell your friends, family, everybody, go to my channel, click that subscribe button, because YouTube is not recommending my videos to anybody. They're not recommending my videos. They're not suggesting my videos, so it's hard for me to get subscribers and it's hard for me to get views. So please, anybody that sees this video, go over there, click that subscribe button, help my channel grow so I can cast the truth to as many people as possible, because YouTube isn't going to help me. But I digress. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday, and I will see y'all in the next couple days when I put out some more content. And remember, stay woke. I'm out. Until next time.